Hello and welcome. This is Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. Thanks for joining me today. And we are continuing on this wonderful journey of this yoga for athletes. And today we are focusing for folks who play tennis. So tennis players, honestly, as always though, you guys, any kind of yoga practice is great. I'm just trying to tailor these for folks who do different activities like tennis, like golfing, like running, like cycling, that throughout the use of these muscles time and time again, you can get overuse injuries. So these are meant to help you prevent those overuse injuries, to keep your body loose and able to perform to its very, very best. So the activity itself can really be taxing on your body for repetitive use. Any kind of repetitive thing that we do can really be taxing on the body. So it's really good to make sure that we are taking care, doing that TLC that we need to do, whether it be stretching, icing, heat, Epsom salts baths, foam rolling, fascia release. All of those things are such an important piece besides just being strong and physically active. It is repairing the body so that it can continue to perform at its very best without getting injured. So that's our goal today. And again, focusing on those folks who play tennis, but as I said before, it is really for anybody. So anybody can benefit from these videos. I will do my very, very best to provide you with a great flow and really good stretches to hopefully make you feel fantastic. So today we are going to start in child's pose. So turning, finding yourself back on maybe the 2/3, 3/4 of the way back on your mat, and we're going to walk those hands out and extend those arms. Just releasing the weight of the upper body down. Now you might notice as you start to sink, the body already can feel where it's tight. So we're just going to give ourselves a moment to relax and settle in. To kind of do that head, shoulders, knees, and toes check in to see how we are today. Noticing if there's any parts of our being that needs a little extra love. We're going to inhale and lift just slightly. We're going to walk our hands out to the left, reaching through your right fingertips, and then press your hips to the right. And just release the weight of the upper body down. So lots of core work, lots of shoulder work, lots of leg work in our tennis. We want to make sure that we take a moment to really lengthen and to reach out, to let go of tension and tightness. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk those hands back through center. And now over to the right, reaching through your left fingertips as far as you can reach, and then press your hips to the left as you relax the weight of your upper body down. Finding those full, big, deep breaths. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through the center, and sit it back to child's pose. Oh, so that shoulder mobility, guys, such an important piece to stay healthy, regardless of the activities that you choose. So that ball and socket joint in the hips and in those shoulders, really important to keep mobility there and to notice if we're starting to get limitations there. TLC all day long, my friends. Extending those arms out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Up to our downward facing dog. Down dog. Such a great place to be. And I know some of you might not feel that way. We get so many beautiful things done here for our bodies. Growing stronger, lengthening through the backs of the legs, lengthening through the shoulders, getting that really nice mobility through the shoulders, opening the chest. We're going to inhale it to high plank. Strong through the belly, long through the spine. Exhale, lift your hips back to down dog. Warming up through the hips and the shoulders, inhale it back to high plank. Little stretch for those feet. Exhale it back to down dog. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale it to high plank. Exhale it to down dog. Also a great warm up. Dynamic stretch. Let's do that one more time. So this hinging from our down dog to our high plank. Exhale it back to down dog. Great dynamic stretch. We walk those hands back towards the feet. Our caterpillar walks, growing stronger through the shoulders, through the core. Relax the weight of the upper body down. And slowly roll it up. So our caterpillar walk's another great dynamic stretch for before or after your tennis. Rolling those shoulders up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. And we caterpillar walk those hands out to plank. Core strong. Breathe. We sweep that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Rotate the body and extend right arm to the sky. Reach it up, high as you can reach. Exhaling and slowly releasing that right hand to the inside of your foot. Step it back to plank. Take that left foot in across from or right next to the left hand. Rotate and extend. Left arm to the sky. Reach it up. So we're stretching through those hip flexors. We're rotating through the spine. Waking up the shoulders. Waking up the core. Exhale, slowly release that left hand to the inside of your foot. Step it back to plank. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in. So our caterpillar walk to the front of the mat. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Head heavy, and we bring the hands to the elbows. A soft bend in those knees and just gently sway side to side. Find your breath. Let the tension go. We come back to center, relax our arms, and slowly roll it up. Slow and steady, that ragdoll that you're being picked up by the waist with a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. We're going to bring those feet side by side, so those insteps of the feet touching. Inhale, reach to the sky. Interlace your fingers at the top, all but the index finger and thumb. And as you exhale, lean to the left. Squeeze your inner thighs. Roll that right shoulder back and feel that long stretch all the way down the right. So those core muscles, you guys, work so hard in that tennis game. Inhale it up nice and tall. And exhale, lean to the right. Reaching out, pressing those hips to the left. Long stretch through those obliques, through the ribs, through the waist. Inhale it up nice and tall. Pulling the hands to heart center. We step that right foot behind the left. Crisscrossing at the ankles and bringing those ankles just together as tightly as you can. If you need a little more help with the balance and that's really challenging to keep those legs too close together, just step that back foot back just a bit. Otherwise, feet side by side. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches, and we lengthen, extending all the way up through the right side of the body. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, left arm high, right arm down. Lean in and reach. Stretching through the waist, the IT bands, lengthening out of the shoulder, reaching up through those fingertips. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Keep those ankles crossed. Release the weight of the upper body down. You feel that nice stretch in the hips. That release for the lower back. That awesome stretch down the backs of the legs. We're going to inhale and lift just slightly. We're going to walk our hands to the left. As far as you can walk your hands. So getting those IT bands stretched can be challenging. Foam rolling always helps to alleviate that tension and tightness that happens in the muscle and in the fascia. We inhale and lift just slightly, walking the hands back through center. And now over to the right. As far as you can walk your hands and draw your nose towards your knees. All the while getting those big deep breaths, allowing your body an opportunity to realize that you are not going to go too deep before it's ready. You are going to allow the body to move as it's ready to move. Challenging, but honoring. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk those hands back through to center. Let those arms be heavy. Squeeze those inner thighs and slowly, slowly roll it back up. Again, that ragdoll. As those feet are nestled tightly against one another, it's pretty challenging for the balance. Shoulders roll up and back, and down and away. Now step that right foot out from behind the left, and we cross the left foot. So again, if it's challenging, a little space between those ankles. If you're feeling great and it feels good to you, bring those ankles just as tightly together as you can. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches high. Lean in and reach. Just that beautiful stretch all the way down that right side. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side. Left arm high, right arm low. Lean in and reach. Challenging balance. Core strong, beautiful stretch on that left side. Inhale, both arms come up. Pulling the hands through heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, swan dive to forward fold. And just relax in forward fold for a moment. Let your head be heavy. Feel all that your body is feeling. Checking in, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and everything in between. Inhale, lift just slightly, and let's walk our hands to the right. As far as you can walk the hands, and then draw your nose towards your knee. Just feeling that stretch in that lower back, through the backs of the legs. Down that left side. Inhale, lift just slightly, and walk your hands back through the center. And then let's take it to the left. Far as you can walk those hands and draw your nose towards your knees. Big deep breaths. Inhale, lift just slightly. Come back through the center. Let the arms be heavy. And that ragdoll being picked up by the waist. Slowly, slowly, we stack each vertebra. Rising. Aligning that spine. Strengthening the core, strengthening those glutes, that lower back, big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Stepping that left foot out from behind the right. Feet hip width apart. We come to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. We're just going to hold our plank. So a strong set of core muscles, my friends, super important for our tennis, super important for our gait, our balance, our posture. So your core muscles are key to staying healthy. We lift out of those shoulders. We lengthen through the crown of the head. If those knees need to come down, let them come down. If you like, shift your weight to your left leg. Right leg lifts. Flex your foot. Press through that back heel. Now you can do the same thing with that knee down. Pressing through. Core remains strong. Release the right. Shift your weight to the right. Lift the left. Now we're doing our best to keep those hips level and not let those hips sag. Doing our best not to lift those hips too high. So staying long from the crown of the head all the way down, releasing that foot. Lift your hips to down dog. Oh, as the body's gotten a little warmer, give a little push through the palms of the hands. Reach those sit bones a little higher. Almost feels like you're arching your back, and there's that great stretch all the way down the backs of the legs. Now we're going to glue our heels to the mat, and we're going to bend those knees just a little bit. So as you press your heels to the mat and bend those knees, can you feel that amazing stretch to the calves? Now if you're having a hard time keeping those heels down, bend one knee and straighten the other. Otherwise, keep both heels down, bend the knees. Now extend those legs. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And as you exhale, take a giant step back towards the back of your mat, whichever leg that might be. And we're going to open up those legs to a nice wide stance. Toes are turned out to about a 45-degree angle, and we're going to extend those arms out. Rotate palms to the sky. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, 3 sunflowers. Ground plane down, hands sweep towards the floor. Chest stays tall. Squeeze your buns to the top. Reach it high. 2 more times. Ground plie down, sweep the arms, chest stays tall. Inhale, reach. Little tap at the top, squeeze your buns. Last one. Inhale, reach. And exhale, open those arms out to a T. Core strong, hinge forward. We're gonna come all the way over. Releasing the hands, relaxing the weight of the head. Find your breath. Just let gravity do the work. Now we're going to inhale and lift just slightly. We're going to walk our hands out towards that right foot. As far as you can walk your hands. Now we're going to take a hold with that right hand if you can find your ankle. And use the strength of that right arm to pull that upper body towards the right leg. Now that left arm, we can bend the elbow. Or if you like, extend that arm out. Breathe, feeling that long stretch all the way down the left side. Find your breath. Now we're going to pull that left hand back in. If your forearm can come to the mat, great. Otherwise, we're on the palm of the hand. We're going to rotate our bodies and extend. Right arm to the sky. Reach it up, high as you can reach. Rotation. That beautiful stretch through the inner thigh of that left leg. That lengthen and reach out of those right fingertips. Slowly release your hand down. Come back up to the palms of the hands and walk yourself back to center. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Breathe. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk your hands now to the left. As far as you can walk those hands. Now if you're able, take that left hand, take a hold of that left ankle. Use the strength of that left arm to pull your upper body towards that left leg. Now again, we can keep resting on that right hand or extend right arm out. Reach it out as far as you can reach. Feel how all the different muscles are working. Whether they are engaged to balance or they're getting that great stretch. If it feels right to you, releasing that right forearm to the mat. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky. Reach it up. High as you can reach. Now again, we might be up on the hand, that's fine, or down on the forearm. Long stretch through the inner thigh. As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down. We come back up to the palms of the hands and we walk our hands back to center. Relax the weight of the upper body. Let's rock back to the heels and turn the toes towards one another, creating a little bit of a pigeon-toed stance with those feet. Beautiful stretch. Down the outsides of the ankles, that peroneal tendon, all through the outside of the foot. You can take a hold of the ankles or you can let those arms be heavy. If you find that the crown of the head comes to the floor before you would like it to, you can heel toe your feet in once, narrowing that stance so that you can take a hold of the ankles and draw that upper body towards the space between the legs. A little tuck of the chin towards the chest and a little shift of your body weight forward into the balls of the feet and the toes. Breathe. Releasing the intensity with the arms, letting the head be heavy. Now if you haven't already, heel toe those feet in 2 or 3 times. If those toes are turned towards one another still, we're going to draw those heels towards one another. Toes are out. So now our feet are about hip width apart or a little bit wider. We're going to lift through the upper body to lengthen through the crown of the head, supporting with those arms. Core stays strong. We're going to slowly begin to bend the knees, lowering the bottom down to a frog pose. It's kind of a supported garland pose, if you will. Back is nice and flat. If you'd like, so kind of toes are off the mat, heels are on. That's actually a really good placement for those feet. If you need to adjust, adjust. And we're going to continue lowering if that feels okay for your knees. If the body's ready, we lift the chest and pull the hands to heart center, coming to garland pose. Garland pose is an amazing pose for the groin, for those hips. It is also a very challenging pose. So your modification is that supported garland or frog pose. Take care of the knees. Take care of your hips, you guys. This is supposed to be TLC for your body. This is time to challenge, but to respect and honor what's going on. Breathe. Now we're going to fire up those legs. I want you to visualize there is a wall behind you and you cannot get your bottom back because the wall is there. You are going to slide up that wall. So we're going to lead with the crown of the head and we're going to rise. And we're going to do this slowly. I want you to feel how your bottom wants to lift first, but you don't let it. Extending those arms to the sky. And as you exhale, open the arms to a nice wide V. Oh, yes. Inhale, reach to the sky. Pull the hands to heart center. And step your feet to the top of the mat to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, wrap the arms around the backs of the legs. Line your forearms up with your calves as best you can, or just hold on to the back of the legs. Use the strength of the arms to pull that upper body in. Draw the chin towards the chest and begin to shift some weight forward into your toes. Breathe. Center your weight. Release the arms, let them hang. And we inhale it up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Giant step back with your left foot. Back knee to the mat if you like, otherwise knee is off. And we lift those arms to a crescent lunge. So our crescent lunge, a beautiful stretch through the front of that left leg. Hip flexors, calves. If that back knee is down, let your hips be heavy, my friends. Get that stretch through the front of that left leg. If the knee is off, give that leg a little push through that back heel and you're going to get a deeper stretch through the calf. Now we're going to circle that left arm forward and your right arm back. Don't think about it, just let it happen. Big circle all the way around and up tall. Now that right arm comes forward and the left arm goes back. Big circle. A little brain game. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up your hips. Lift that right leg just as high as you can get it. Left heel pressing into the mat. Add a flex of that right foot, a bend of the right knee, and draw your heel towards your bottom. So a nice stretch for the quadricep through the front of that leg. Oh, but that left leg is getting it down the backside. So good. Extending right leg to the sky. Slowly release it down to down dog. Inhaling to high plank. Toes or knees, one push up. And again. And what the heck, let's do one more. Lift your hips to down dog. Sway those hips side to side. Breathe slow and steady. We come back to center, taking the gaze between the hands. Walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, elbows nice and wide. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, lean to the right. Just as far as you'd like to lean. Noticing that that left shoulder wants to roll forward, but we're going to keep those shoulders stacked. And just feeling that beautiful stretch down that left side. Inhale it up nice and tall. And exhale, lean to the left. Breathe. Nice big deep breaths. Inhale it back to center. And exhale, draw the chin towards the chest. Close the elbows around your ears and just that gentle pull forward. Getting that long stretch all the way down the back. Throughout your entire spine. Inhale, lift the head. Gently release your hands to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale, wrap your arms around the backs of the legs and give yourself a giant hug. I want you to see how far around you can wrap those hands.
Can you take a hold of your forearms? Can you take a hold of the elbows? Maybe the triceps. Draw your chin towards your chest. I want you to keep that hug. I want you to notice where it is. Now we're going to work to keep those legs just as they are. So not bending anymore, not straightening anymore, just as it is. And we're going to slowly slide those arms down the backs of the legs. So keep a hold of where it is you're holding. Do your best not to bend those knees anymore. And as those arms slide down the back of the legs, oh my goodness, deepening that stretch throughout the spine, throughout the backs of the legs. A little tuck of the chin towards the chest, and a little shift of the weight forward into those toes. Are you still breathing? Make sure you get those big deep breaths. Opening up through that middle back. Center your weight, relax the arms, let them hang. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down and take a giant step back with your right foot. Back knee to the mat if you like, otherwise knee stays off. We lift those arms to crescent lunge. Shoulders soft, away from the ears. Again, if that back knee is down, top of the foot's on the floor, and those hips are heavy, long stretch through the front of that right leg. You might feel this through the belly. Definitely through the hip flexors. If you're not, having that knee down, press through that back heel. We're going to incorporate those arms. Don't overthink it, my friends. Right arm forward, left arm back. Just a big circle. All the way up tall. And now switch. Left arm forward, right arm back. Big circle. Don't overthink it or it'll screw you up. Just smile and let those arms do their thing. As you exhale, flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. And extend left leg to the sky. Right heel pressing towards the mat. Add a flex of that left foot, a bend of that left knee, and draw your heel toward your bottom. Nice little stretch through that left quadricep. Oh, beautiful stretch down the back of that right leg. Extending left leg to the sky and slowly releasing it down to down dog. Finding your down dog, we inhale it up to the balls of the feet, and as you exhale, turn your toes towards one another. Separate space between those heels, and then let the heels just sink. So we've created this pigeon-toed stance with those feet. Breathe. Inhale, lift the heels, turn them towards one another, and then let them sink. So lots of work, my friends, for the traps and those lats. We're going to get them a little bit stronger. We turn those fingertips towards one another, heels of the hands out. So we've made a little bit of a pigeon toe stance with our hands. As you inhale, bend the elbows a lot or a little. Lower the crown of the head towards the mat. And as you exhale, press it back up. Still in that down dog position. As you inhale, lower down. Exhale and press it back up. We're going to do that 3 more times. Moving with your breath. Inhaling as you lower down. Exhaling through that exertion, lifting back up. 2 more times. Use those exhales to power it back up. 1 more time. Inhale, slowly lower. And exhale, press it back up. Turn those fingertips back towards the top of your mat to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And pull those hands to heart center. So we're going to finish with a balancing pose. This balancing pose is going to incorporate our pigeon pose. So typically, we would do our pigeon pose on the mat. Here, we are going to transfer and add a little extra, if you will, to balance on our feet. Okay? If you prefer, just come down and do pigeon pose on your mat. If you like, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to shift our weight to our right foot. And we're going to lift that left knee to 90 degrees. Now we're going to reach down with that right hand. We're going to kind of lift up with that left foot.
And we're going to take a hold of that foot and guide it up. Now your left knee is probably going to rise as well. We're going to use that left hand to flatten it out a bit. So we're kind of making a number 4, if you will, maybe a nice straight line across the shin. Find your breath. So supporting that foot to a place where it feels good to you. Good being relative. And we're going to press open through that hip. Breathe. Another great opportunity is using the back of a couch and placing that shin or the calf along the back of your couch and stand tall. So you've got support, not quite as challenging, but a little different than our normal pigeon. Standing tall, do you feel the strength in your shoulder, supporting that leg? Now gently release and cross that right foot over the left foot over the right knee and pull the hands to heart center. And let's begin to sit it back. A little or a lot. So we're going to find some love in the hip. We're going to fire up that supporting leg. And we're going to sink. Breathe. We are getting stronger through the ankle. We are waking up all of the muscles through the feet, through the knees, through the core, through the hips, and we rise. Releasing left knee to 90 degrees and gently release it down. Roll out the ankle, stretch your toes, get rid of the wiggles with the arms, and pull those hands back to heart center. Nice job, you guys. And as you're ready, shifting your weight to your left foot. We lift that right knee to 90 degrees and flex the foot. Now we're going to reach down with that left hand, taking a hold of the foot anywhere you like. You can shift it up. Keep your balance though. And we're going to lift. We're going to lift that foot up. Core stays strong. That's the key to our balance. Lazy core, really hard to balance. And we're going to press that knee out and away. Now you might notice that maybe you have to keep a bend in the elbow. If you want to, you can extend that arm out. That's just going to bring that foot out and away from you more. If you want it higher, this is just an added benefit of now you're working the bicep. So I'm noticing that on this side, it's a little easier for me. Find your breath. So as you find one side might be easier, I want you to think about why. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Have you had an injury on the side that's more challenging? Sometimes the injured side that you've done PT on or you've taken extra special care is better off than the other side. Notice what that is. Use that focal point to keep yourself centered and breathe. Now gently release it down and place that right foot above the left knee, pulling the hands back to heart center, a figure 4. We're still balancing, so we're still really working those foot muscles, the ankle muscles, and then slowly begin to sit back. So that figure 4 stretch, can you feel the gluteus medius, the gluteus minimus, the gluteus maximus? All of the glute muscles, you guys, some of the strongest muscles in your entire body, but sometimes the hardest to fire. As we learn to fire those glutes, oh my gosh, so much stronger, so much safer. Breathe and rise. Lifting that right knee to 90 and gently release it down. Release your arms, roll out the ankle. Give your arms a little shake. Let's open up those feet nice and wide. Big inhale, reach to the sky, 3 sunflowers. Exhale, grand plie. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, grand plie, sunflowers. These are big and beautiful, you guys. They work every muscle in your body. Last one, grand plie. Inhale, reach. Pull the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, open those arms out to a T, core strong, hinge forward, all the way over. Take a hold of the ankles. Use the strength of the arms to pull that upper body in. A little tuck of the chin towards the chest. Breathe. Inhale, lift just slightly. Release your hands. So whichever top of the mat
is right for you, walk your hands towards that foot. Walk, walk, walk. Spin on the balls of your feet and draw that back foot forward to forward fold. So you're at the top of your mat. We shift our weight to our heels. Core is strong. We're going to slowly lower down. Lowering down to the point where your knees do not tell you no. The knees are happy. The body is happy. Challenged, but happy. And extend those arms out. Now I want you to notice if your heels have to lift off the mat. If they do, that's an indication that maybe your calves are a little tighter. Achilles tendons are a little bit tighter. That means you need to spend a little more time working on those calves. Breathe. Slowly releasing your hands, lowering yourself down. Extending the legs out nice and long. Flex your feet. Reach to the sky. And as you exhale, the back of that right hand passes to the outside of the left foot. Rotate your body and reach in a diagonal line. Lengthen through those fingertips. Press against the outside edge of your foot. And breathe. As you exhale, slowly draw that back hand forward. Bring your palms to touch. Inhale, one hand on either side of your feet. Reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, the back of that right hand to the outside of your left foot. Rotate your body and extend left arm in a diagonal line. Reaching out, working to open the chest. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Find your breath. As you exhale, draw the back hand forward, bring your palms to touch. Inhale, one hand on either side of your feet, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet, close your eyes, and slowly roll yourself back. And relax. We draw one foot in towards the bottom, and then the other. Crossing that right foot above the left knee. Pulling the knees in, reaching that right hand through that little window. Interlace your fingers behind that left thigh. Pull your knees in nice and tight. Draw those shoulder blades down against the earth. As you pull those legs in, a nice stretch for the hip. Breathe. Extending left leg to the sky, lifting through the upper body. Let's flex that left foot and draw your nose towards that left knee. Pulling with those arms, making yourself as compact as you can. So a little pressure massage for that middle back. Great stretch for the hamstrings and the calves and that right hip. Slowly releasing the upper body back down. Bending that left knee. Releasing your hands, lowering that left foot to the mat. Right arm extends out to a T. Cross that right leg over the left. Left hand to the top of the right knee and just gently guide both knees to the left. Just working to keep that right shoulder from lifting off the mat. Turn your gaze out over that right arm. And just close your eyes. So strength, flexibility, mobility, TLC, work, it's about finding balance in all of those things. It's about learning what muscles work if they get overworked, making sure that you give yourself downtime to heal, to mend. Otherwise, guys, those injuries that may be just a little simple ow can turn into a chronic pain that will just hang on for a long, long, long time. We want to alleviate that and take care of them before they turn into too much of an issue. Releasing that left hand, slowly rolling back to center. Placing that right foot to the mat right by your bottom. Left foot crosses just above that right knee, and we're going to pull those knees in nice and tight. Reaching that left hand through that little window. Interlace your fingers behind that right thigh. Pull those knees in. My goodness, this feels so good on my hip. Breathe. Shoulder blades just gently nestle down against the earth. Breathe. Extending right leg. Lifting the upper body. Add a flex of that right foot. Use the strength of the arms to pull those legs in.
Make yourself as compact as you can. Now guys, this is a journey. This is an adventure. This is about learning how to give your body time to adapt, to change at its pace. So your breath is your best indicator, right? We are not going to push things to happen too fast, because what happens then? We can get injured. Slowly releasing that upper body back down. Bending that right knee. Releasing the hands, placing that right foot to the mat. Crossing that left leg all the way over the right. Left arm extends out to a T. Right hand to the top of that left knee, and just gently guide both knees over to the right. So if we decide we're going to get started on a workout routine, we're going to change our bodies, we're going to change our life, well, it becomes consistency, my friends. Because oftentimes when we choose to start, we are so gung-ho that we go, and we burn out. That we don't allow ourselves to find a rhythm that works, a routine that is sustainable. We work to find something that is fun, that is challenging. I get it, guys, that yoga is not everybody's favorite. It wasn't mine either. But I'm telling you, it will change your life if you give it an opportunity to do so. Releasing that right hand, slowly rolling back to center. We pull that left knee in towards the chest, and then the right. Hands to the shins just below those knees, and just gently rock side to side. I used to be the aerobic junkie. The faster, the harder, the better. And my body paid the price. And then I found yoga. And I could do yoga as much as I wanted to. And all I felt was better and better, stronger and stronger. To the point where now I can pretty much do whatever I want, as long as I'm not stupid. That's my key. That's my motto. Don't be stupid. So taking care of myself, but I'm not proving to anybody other than myself of the things that my body will allow me to do, and it's such a gift. Now just come back to center, pull those knees in nice and tight, little lift of the chin, tuck yourself into a nice tight little ball. Now if you can, reach down, take a hold of the bottoms of your feet. Maybe it's your shins, whatever it is, and then pull yourself in. Breathe. Now slowly, slowly begin to extend your legs. Now if you need to release that upper body down, feel free. If you need to change where your hands are, change where your hands are. Breathe. Now pull those legs in towards the upper body and slowly release the head back to the mat. Flex your feet. Ah, so nice. Gently releasing that intensity with the arms. Extend the arms down by your sides. Point your toes. Either both legs at the same time or one leg at a time, keeping the small of the back on the mat. Slowly lower the legs. And allow those heels to gently touch. Pulling the soles of the feet together, pulling the heels up towards your bottom, hands resting on your tummy or your hips, wherever it feels good to you. Reclined butterfly. And here, my friends, we just close our eyes and we let go. Big, full, deep breaths. Slowly closing those knees, bringing the hands behind the thighs. Pull it in and rock it up. And let's turn to face front. A cross-legged position. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, reach it up and over. Inhale, reach it back to the sky, both arms come up. Pull the hands to heart center. Release the back of the hands to the tops of the knees. Bring the index finger to gently touch the thumb. Close your eyes. Relax the shoulders. Big, full, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Taking an inventory. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. A lightness in our being. A free flow of energy. Take a moment with a sense of gratitude to thank the mind and the body for allowing us to take this journey. Gently pull the hands to heart center. Gently open the eyes. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you, which means namaste. May you have an amazing game, whether that be tennis or life. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for joining me. And until the next time, I always look forward to it. Until then, namaste.